and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Get ready to rumble!
Pump up the jig, yo, pump it up, yo, pump it. Y'all ready for this?
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Move it. I like to move it, move it.
And go Anchor.
Well, welcome everybody to the South Kitsap High School Lady Wolves game. We're going to throw it down to the floor announcer to introduce the rosters.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to senior night here at South Kitsap High School. Tonight, your South Kitsap Lady Wolves take on the Lady Tigers of Stadium. Tonight's game is a Narrows League 4A contest between the Lady Wolves with a record of 11-8, 6-5 in league play, and the Lady Tigers with a record of 3-16, 0-11 in league play. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand. And gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor this great nation and this community with the singing of our national anthem by John Sedgwick Junior High 7th grader Emily Reel. The South Kitsap Color Guard, featuring seniors Cadet Lieutenant Commander Irvin Anyez and commanded by Senior Cadet Lieutenant Jeff Babalta, will present the colors. Please remain standing until the colors have left the floor. Color Guard, march on the colors.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hey.
I didn't think you were going to make it. I was like,
No, I was over here.
got to stop. You're live.
Conquered! Halt! Order! Close! Ten, cut!
At this time, South Kitsap band member Senior Hannah Spahn will read the Narrows League sportsmanship statement.
We, the participants of the Narrows League, will demonstrate excellence in school spirit and pride. This will be accomplished through good leadership, integrity, and respect. By showing commitment, desire to motivate, passion for the game, and fair play, we will strive to be positive role models in our school and communities. But home or away, win or lose, play hard, play fair, have fun, but remember that it is a game. Go Wolves!
Thank you, Hannah. Starting lineups. And now the starting lineups. First, for the visitors from Tacoma, the Stadium Lady Tigers. At forward, senior number 2, Shea Murray. At guard, junior number 3, Lamondra Atkinson. At guard, freshman number 11, Callie Broughton. At guard, freshman number 20, Ruby Gelner. And at forward, senior number 34, Deanna Avila. The Lady Tigers are coached by third-year head coach Mark Stewart and assisted by Robert Havens and Alia Mallow. And now, the starting lineup for your South Kitsap Lady Wolves. At guard, 5'4" senior, number 3, Alyssa Melendez. At guard, 5'9" junior, number 4, Mary Beth Bray. At guard, 5'8" senior, number 22, Gabrielle Stewart. At post, 6' junior, number 23, Kaylee Yergo. And at forward, 5'11" senior, number 33, Haley Odell. The Lady Wolves are coached by third-year head coach Mike Hewlett, assisted by Chris Olson, Tammy Helwig, Tammy Lester Dame, and Jeffrey Riley. At this time, if you would please join me as we honor and celebrate the 3 seniors who will be playing their final regular season home game tonight here at South Kitsap High School. We would also like to take this opportunity to recognize and thank the parents for all their trust and support. First up, being escorted by her mom Tina, sister Nicole, brother Riley, and grandpa Robert, number 3, Alyssa Melendez. Alyssa has played basketball for the Lady Wolves all 3 years. This was her first season on varsity. Alyssa's favorite memory was when she hit a half-court buzzer beater at the tournament in Wenatchee. After high school, Alyssa plans to attend a 4-year university, preferably the University of Washington, and earn a master's degree in mechanical engineering. Next up, being escorted by her mom, Jackie, her dad, Kelsey, and her sister, Giovanna, number 22, Gabrielle Stewart. Gabrielle has played varsity basketball for the Lady Wolves all 3 years and was elected captain this season. Gabrielle's favorite memory was when teammate Kayla Yergo did a rap performance on the bus ride home from one of the away games. After high school, Gabrielle plans on playing basketball at a 4-year university and earning a nursing or biology degree and then attending medical school. And finally, being escorted by her mom, Amanda, her dad, Sean, sister, Alexis, and grandmother, Connie, number 33, Haley Odell. Haley has played varsity basketball all 3 years for the Lady Wolves and was elected captain this season. Haley's favorite memory was when Coach Hellwig did the splits during one of the practices. After high school, Haley will attend Davis Lipscomb University in Tennessee. She is undecided on what she will study, but she wants to do missionary work and help others and teach them about Jesus. The South Kitsap basketball program would also like to recognize and thank the seniors from the athletic medicine program for all their hard work and dedication. Irvin Anyez, Haley Yarbrough, Bailey Arnett, and Maddie Morris. South Kitsap would also like to say goodbye and present a flower to the Stadium Lady Tigers seniors. Number 1, Katie Talanetto. Number 2, Shea Murray. Number 4, Amber Longry. Number 5, Jordan Sally. And number 34, Deanna Avila. It has been a pleasure competing against all of you these past 3 years. How about a nice round of applause for the South Kitsap Lady Wolves, class of 2014 seniors.
Huh? Okay. Well, welcome everyone to South Kitsap High School. We're happy you can join us for this Lady Wolves varsity basketball game against Stadium. I'm Curtis Keat, a junior here at South Kitsap, and joining me in the booth is my video mentor and teacher, Mr. Downham. So, Mr. Downham, what kind of game can we expect tonight?
Well, good evening, Curtis. I've been enjoying the senior night festivities. It was pretty cool to see the South Kitsap Lady Wolves present flowers to the visitors from Stadium, and of course recognizing the seniors on the South team. So what kind of game are we going to see? Well, it's a very important game for the Wolves tonight in terms of postseason play. It would appear that everything is going in their direction. I think they have the better record. I think if they win tonight, they're pretty much a sure thing. Well, what do you say, Curtis?
Well, as we tip off the ball, South needs to win this game if they want to ensure that they're in the playoffs. If they win this game, no matter what, they'll also ensure the number 3 spot. But if they do lose this, and if Yelm pulls off the upset against Bellarmine, they will be eliminated. So they are hoping to win this.
So they do need to win this game tonight.
Pretty much. And we have Kaylee Urgo now. And a bunch of scrambling going on the court. And number 3 of Stadium, Lamontra Atkinson, leading this Stadium's offense. As you mentioned earlier, it was pretty emotional just a few minutes ago as the seniors were given their recognitions. And they're hoping to make this their big, goodbye, because this is their last home game at South. And Gabby Stewart with the steal. Gabby Stewart, one of the seniors and team captains. She's had outstanding seasons ever since she came here, and she's been a real leader on this team. Kaylee Urgo, missed attempt on the lay-in. The one thing I've noticed about not only the girls team but the men's as well is they are very quick to get back to their defense, and they dare both teams to just come in and try to make a lane because they know they can stuff them because they have tall people to block it.
Pretty tough man-to-man defense they got going here, keeping Stadium on the perimeter.
And a nice stuff by Mary Beth Bray as she saves it from going out of bounds.
So when they took it inside, they got a block shot.
And already about 2 minutes in with no score. South trying to get this game going. And Kaylee Urgo gets the first points on the board.
Nice shot. Not quite from the three-point arc. 2-0 Wolves.
That was no backboard on it, so that was impressive. And we have 3 seniors, as we mentioned. We have Gabby Stewart, Alyssa Melendez, and Haley Odell. They are all currently starting tonight, and they are ready to submit their legacy. And they really are hoping for postseasons. They didn't make the cut last year, but they've really improved this year.
From the three-point arc.
Alyssa misses. And a nice shot.
Hits the runner. 4-0 South.
South is up to a great start right now. Playing amazing defense.
And we got our first foul for the evening. Looks like it'll be on the shot, on the shot. So we got a couple of free throws.
Looks like Lamontra Atkinson will get the first shot.
So according to the introduction, South just has 3 seniors, but it looks like Stadium has quite a number of seniors. So South looks to be a pretty young team. Stadium looks like they'll have to be rebuilding next year.
Yeah, they do have a few freshmen and juniors on there as well, so it does look like it'll be quite a different team next year. But for South, pretty much the same team, and they've got quite a lot of applicable people on the JV squad that are looking to get in next season.
So Stadium missed both free throws.
South still shutting them out a few minutes into the first quarter. And one thing I've also noticed about South is we didn't have any ball hogs on this team. They're always passing out to other people, trying to get the defense thrown off guard. And looks like
I think that was number 4. Maybe there's no number 4 on the field.
I think Haley Odell was the one who got fouled on it.
So a nice crowd here at South Kitsap on this cold winter evening. The band is here in honor of senior night.
And the entire John Sedgwick ladies team is here as well. One of their players sang the national anthem. It was a 7th grader, but I would have thought it was one of our high school students.
It was outstanding. It's nice to see her classmates here to support her.
We also have the cheerleaders and the band. And I saw the dance team walk through, so maybe they've got some halftime entertainment in store for us. And a good block by Alyssa. Looks like it'll be out on her, though. South very aware of where the ball is. And again, South just daring them to come and make a lane, and Mary Beth gets a nice block. One thing I've noticed of watching Mary Beth is she doesn't always get a whole lot of shots, but she is a huge team player, always getting good defensive plays and passing it off to people. She is just trying to do what's best for the team, and I respect her a lot for that.
South is collapsing aggressively into the middle when Stadium tries to get inside. They've drawn a couple of fouls, but certainly they're not getting any easy shots on the inside, and so far, Stadium's unable to convert on the free throws.
Right now we have Shea Murray, one of these seniors, recognized. And I've never seen anything like that before. They actually, South gave them flowers, the opposing team.
Yeah, that was pretty nice sportsmanship move.
But then both teams right into action about halfway through this first quarter already. You know, sometimes with high school sports it can fly with only 8-minute quarters, but we'll see if the game gets close if we draw a lot of fouls.
Good D from Gabrielle Stewart.
Gabby Stewart's one of the fastest and most aggressive high school players I've ever witnessed. That's why she's earned the respect of her team and earned team captain.
Oh, good shot.
Stadium on the
Shooting
board.
over a couple of taller South players, but she put a lot of arc on it and dropped through for them. So Stadium's on the board.
As you mentioned, we do have 2 6-foot players, Brianna Schaefer and Kaylee Urigo. That does seem to play in South's advantage. I've talked to Coach Hewlett a few times, and whenever he mentions key players, Kaylee Urigo gets into that list. As well as Gabby Stewart and Mary Beth Bray, who made the rebound. And Gabby Stewart.
Seems like South is getting a lot of second and third shots.
And
looks like a 3.
3 from Gabby Stewart. We don't see a whole lot of threes from South. We usually see more up-close shots. That seems to be their strategy, but it's good that they have well-rounded players. We'll see what Stadium has. Only 2 points on the board right now. And Gabby Stewart with the steal. Nice takeaway. Right out of the hands of Shea Murray of Stadium. And Haley Odell just off it. And Kaylee Urigo with the rebound and lay-in. It's just that easy for her. She just has to push it in.
So check out this South defense. They're really playing aggressively. If Stadium can't find the key to this, it's going to be a long night for them. They're collapsing on the ball. Seem to have to be winning the height battle.
They don't seem to be as calm as South. I've noticed they've been working on staying calm at South because they've seemed to get a little too fast and too aggressive at some points, but South has really learned how to tone it down and play good defense.
I haven't compared the heights of the team, but it seems like every matchup down there, the South player is an inch or two taller than their Stadium opponent. That's a definite advantage.
Don't see any 6-footers on Stadium. But there is a 6'7" girl at Bellarmine, who Bellarmine is standing at the top of the division right now. And like we mentioned, currently South is tied for 3rd place. A win will ensure the 3rd place spot in the playoffs in the Narrows League. Very important game for South. And also, again, senior night and the last home game of the season.
Mary Beth Bray a little aggressive there with getting her hands on the offensive player. Official calls it.
So far, Stadium's been a bit unsuccessful on the free throw line, but it's not going to go to it. And again, just looks like Stadium's trying to be a little too fast, a little impatient on there, but she did manage to draw a foul, so.
So until Stadium starts hitting their free throws, these fouls on the inside are not really hurting South, unless they get in foul trouble later in the game. And there's another miss.
And our teammates just telling her to brush it off. That's an attitude I've noticed in many of the Narrows League teams.
There they drop one in. 9-3. South is up by 6. And now Stadium decides to put on the full court press.
Haley Odell wide open in the backcourt. And Mary Beth Bray trying to get some screens set up.
And it looks like Stadium has shifted from his own defense to man.
Gabby Stewart, though.
Oh!
Going for the...
Too much on that shot.
Those side shots are always a bit difficult. No backboard to rely on. And looks like that'll be tripping on Stadium. Number 30, Vanessa Higgins, lost her footing. Back to team captain, Gabby Stewart. And Alyssa Melendez. Not quite there, but it looks like
it should be a 2-shot foul.
So now let's see what
Vanessa Higgins called for the foul.
Let's see what senior Alyssa Melendez is capable of on the shot line.
And she is a freshman.
Stadium subbing a couple people in. Haven't seen any of that on South side. South still looking pretty fresh, keeping all their starters in. We'll see if the subbing will pay off for Stadium. And then right back to Alyssa Melendez.
Oh,
She got lucky there when it hit on her foot.
got caught in a triangle of stadium players. Feet tangled up and to the floor. And it looks like they'll give it to South.
Mary Beth Ray with a shot. And into the percussion section of the band. You know, as we see the band out there, the band's been here for almost all the home basketball games, all the football games. They're just always here to support South and their athletes. We'll probably be hearing them playing some Saturday night later on. Classic Elton John.
First quarter is winding down, almost about 30 seconds left.
10-point deficit in South's favor. And it goes back to team captain Gabby Stewart.
Mike Hewlett standing up, calling for a final shot here in the last seconds of the first quarter.
And Mike Hewlett, ever since he stepped in as head coach, has done an outstanding job with the Lady Wolves. Most people think that girls teams should be coached by women, but Mike has proven that to be wrong. Gabby Stewart.
The final shots. That ends the first quarter. South has a 10-point lead. Well, Curtis, what do you think of this first half that we've seen so far? Give us your instant analysis.
I think South is just straight up outsmarted Stadium. They've been playing smart defense, and they've been playing it safe, and they've just been a real team. Stadium's been a little impatient, and
seems like South, is, as you say, has been a little more structured, a little more under control. They seem to have the stronger athletes. Take a look at the graphics that just came up here. Curtis, what's all this mean?
well, South is tied with Olympia for third place, but if they win, they will ensure the third place spot. If not, and if Yelm upsets number 1 Bellarmine, then South will be 4 and out of the playoffs.
So tonight's a must-win game.
Absolutely.
And we should mention also that the South Kitsap boys are in a must-win game tonight. Who are they playing, Curtis? I forget. Just off the top of my head. My understanding, though, is that the South Kitsap boys must win tonight. I guess they're at Stadium.
Yeah.
And Bellarmine needs to lose, is my understanding. So we'll if we hear anything about the score, we'll let you know.
I guess both teams are must-win against Stadium. Stadium division opponents, and wow, they almost had a steal there, but Gabby Stewart saves the day. And Stewart with a side shot. She was behind the box on that and almost made it. Looks like South has subbed in a couple people. They've subbed in Brianna Schaefer, and they've subbed in number 12, Alana Lund. So South fresh as ever. And South not changing their strategy at all.
Moving the ball well.
Lana Lund almost making it. And Gabby Stewart with the rebound. Not only has Gabby Stewart earned her team's respect as a good player, but she's also quite the personality. I don't know if you know her.
I've never met Gabby.
She's quite hilarious. Quite a dynamic person, and as is this whole team. Stadium with a 3-point attempt. And
big block.
I think that 5-foot tall girl tried to go over the 6-foot Kaylee Urgo. 9 times out of 10, that won't work.
Yeah, that wasn't even close to getting launched there. Knocked from her hands.
I think Kaylee just flicked it out of her hands. And Stadium with a nice rebound. And Gabby Stewart right back to it. And she gets a lay-in.
And a blocking call on Stadium. So it could be a 3-point play here for Gabby.
Gabby Stewart is all over the scoreboard today, playing with a fiery passion as her last time at South. And looks like the other seniors, Haley Odell and...
Looks like we're platooning here. A whole new group for both teams comes in. Gabby has a 3-point play.
Last game that we had here on TV was against Gig Harbor, and Gabby Stewart made the game-winning free throw. So she's really, in her years at South, had a lot of big moments, and she's hoping to have another one here tonight. But so far, South is just dominating 18-3 with about 5:50 left in the half. Brianna Schaefer looks like she'll get the chance to go on the line.
Nice crowd here at South Kitsap High School tonight. Gym is probably about half full, not bad for a school night.
And the chant from the stadium didn't really work, and Brianna makes it a 20-3 game. And again,
another block.
Nothing just working in Stadium's favor. South just dominating on defense, which is allowing them to...
It's like Stadium goes back to the zone.
Back to Alyssa, and 3-point attempt doesn't quite make it.
South seems very well coached on how to handle a zone defense. They're passing the ball around well, getting the open shot.
And Alyssa with a steal.
Oh.
And a good play, though, by number 4, Amber Lundgren. Saving the day. But South.
And inside and a layup.
So, Mr. Downham, what do you think the stadium coach is going to have to tell their players in the halftime huddle?
Well, I would say, Curtis, being the basketball expert that I am, my first inclination is to be funny and say they need to grow. They need a little more height out there. I think going inside is not working for them. And that is usually the best advice, is work the ball in, but they just can't get their shots off against this taller, more powerful South team.
As you mentioned, Haley Odell with another stuff.
So I think they're going to have to start taking those medium range shots and hope that their shooting will pay off with a reasonable percentage. That's what I'd say, Curtis.
Well, I guess I can agree with you, because
you asked.
As we are talking about it, we are witnessing more people getting stuffed. Looks like Shea Murray, one of the seniors, haven't had a whole lot of success on the line today, but we'll see what Shea can do. And Shea gets one in.
Drops it through.
I've seen it many times. Free throws can determine a game. Right now, they're just
2 for 2 on those free throws.
Just loosening the deficit a little bit. As Alana Lund takes it to Haley Odell. And Alyssa Melendez. Gabby Stewart with another quick attempt. Haley Odell right in the face. And Brianna Schaefer with a nice rebound. It does look like if Stadium wants to get back in this, they're going to need to make some three-pointers, because shooting it over 6-foot girls is not helping.
And that's sort of a slippery slope that you get on when you start shooting those three-pointers. If you're not really hot on them, all of a sudden you find yourself with one shot, and then you're back on defense. So
Stadium with a nice stuff, as Number 5, Jordan Sale, takes it. Less than 4 minutes now left in this first half. And looks like, I guess it'll be Stadium's ball. Taking some new people in now. But again, South just staying with their tight defense.
And we've got a score from the boys' game.
Looks like South is winning 20-14 in the second quarter. We're not sure what's happening with Bellarmine, though, but not only do the boys need to win, but the Bellarmine has to lose as well in order for the men's varsity team at South to make it in the postseason. Right now, South ladies are just trying to beat Stadium to ensure the number 3 spot. And Gabby Stewart was fouled, and so it'll be Stadium ball again. Let's pass it off. And number 1, Stadium.
Oh!
Number 1, Katie Tonelato.
They hit a 3.
Three-pointer.
That puts Stadium in sight of double figures.
And that's going to really, they're going to need to do more of that if they want to catch up to South. They've barely made any up-close shots. But that three-pointer could be a difference maker later on. As Alyssa Melendez passes it off to Gabby Stewart. Three-pointer not quite there, though. And then Haley Odell with the rebound. Back to Stadium. Looks like Stadium might be getting more adjusted to South's defense. Another three-point attempt, not quite there, though.
South's ball. So while we're waiting for South to bring the ball down the court, it's been an exciting week here at South Kitsap. It's Spirit Week in anticipation of the traditional Tolo dance, which is Saturday night.
As Brianna Schaefer gets another 2 on the board. But yeah, Tolo is on Saturday, and it's a 20s theme. And so this week we've been counting down the decades starting from present day, and tomorrow is going to be 30s Day. But we've had these decade series on our new show, WTV, kind of just talking about what the world was like and maybe even what South Kitsap was like, and it's been pretty interesting. Holly Lawrence has done a great job on that.
I think it's going to be interesting for the students attending Tolo. If you're trying to dress for the 20s, probably a little difficult to find appropriate attire for the 20s. So we'll probably have some modern variations on a theme.
Well, honestly, for me, it's been easier because I'm just getting a suit from Goodwill. It's just a pretty basic suit compared to in years past. I once wore a pink tux. That was interesting. Well, yeah, I'm excited for that.
Good.
I'm also excited to see the ladies hopefully in the postseason, as Brianna Schaefer had a nice stuff. About 2 minutes left in the first half.
So far, so good. Looking good for South. Hopefully they'll be able to give their whole bench an opportunity to get some action tonight.
I have a feeling we will see that. I mean, we do have a lot of backups who haven't got much court time this season, but if South can really extend their lead, then they'll probably put some trust in them. I know quite a few of them. We have Haley Parker, McKenna Mallory, we have Shannon LaPola, Haley Romo. Some of these people were even starting last season, but they're giving the seniors tonight a chance to start. Like Gabby Stewart. Brianna Schaefer using her long limbs trying to get it back, but Stadium, again, not smart to shoot in front of a 6-foot girl as South gets it back. Looks like they've subbed in their sophomore, actually, as we were just talking. Libby Borgonia.
I'm not sure what that was. I thought it was a 3-second call, but it might have been a pushing foul.
Looks like we have a timeout.
Got our first timeout, Curtis.
Well, how about that?
We get to talk about stuff. What do you want to talk about? Let's talk about Beauty and the Beast.
Oh.
Tell us about Beauty and the Beast. For those of you who are not around South, it's a tradition at South that they have what's called a winter musical, and our fantastic drama department here at South performs probably 4 or 5 shows over the course of a couple of weekends. And our friend Curtis here is one of the leads. Want to tell us about that, Curtis?
Well, I am the Beast, not to brag. But we have an outstanding cast and outstanding directors, and it's a really awesome show. And it premieres a month from tomorrow, and it won't be live streamed, so if you guys want to come see it, you're going to have to actually come down to the theater, pay a couple bucks for it.
And the last thing I want to say about that before we get back to the game, Curtis, you told me earlier you just realized the opening night is a month away and you're getting butterflies.
A little bit.
How you feeling about that?
Well, I've never had a lead in anything before, but I know I am capable of doing it because I've been performing my whole life. And the Beast is a huge character, though. It's a huge role. It's probably the role of my life, but I'm excited and also a bit scared, but I think I'll do fine as well as everyone else.
You'll do great.
Thank you.
You'll do great.
Thank you very
great
much.
opportunity for you. So check that out coming up in about a month. Meanwhile, we have just over a minute left in the first half here.
Oh, and wow, a nice stuff by Lamont Atkinson, and tries to get it in, but it's been almost all South this first half. Stadium's going to need some serious adjustments going into the second half. Playoff implications on the line in this matchup. And just a little off on the pass there. So it'll be stadium ball. Cheerleading squad trying to get the crowd back into this.
Now we have another timeout. Looks like Stadium's going to try to formulate a game plan here to get into double digits in the first half.
I'm surprised this crowd isn't bigger than it is. We had a jam-packed crowd for the CK game against the men's.
Well, they're kind of trickling in. Hey, Curtis, while we have this timeout, I want to tell our audience what's coming up at halftime. We've got a few things, a few stories and projects done by the advanced video students here at South Kitsap. They do a great job. But the very first video that we're going to show you is kind of a unique phenomenon tied in with the Seahawks' recent Super Bowl victory. The ASB, under the skilled leadership of Nancy Fairweather, collaborated with our tech para-educator in video production, Matthew Swagger, to do a cheer or a chant, I guess, for the 12th man.
That was awesome. We posted that on YouTube and actually was shared on Facebook by Richard Sherman. And it's got about 35,000 views.
35,000 views at the last time we checked it. I don't think a lot of people are watching it now. It's kind of old news, but in about a 3-day period, it shot up to 35,000 views. So we'll be showing that to you at halftime just for the heck of it, because it's kind of cool.
A nice steal by Brianna Schaefer to Gabby Stewart, and it is kind of cool. The majority of this school seems to be Seahawks fans, and interesting fact is, Seattle has about a population of 65,000, and at the big...
No, wait, 65,000, I think you're off on that number. There you go. Yeah,
anyway,
nice try. Missing a zero.
Yeah, but anyway, the parade had nearly 900,000 people there.
I had not heard the 900,000 figure. I've heard 700,000, so I guess it depends on which news source you're following.
I could be wrong. And, well, that's the end of the first half as the Lady Wolves are up 24-8 against Stadium. It's senior night, and they are extremely pumped. So I've been Curtis Keene alongside my teacher, Mike Downham. We're going to go to a quick halftime break, and like you said, we're going to be showing off some of those stories and videos. So enjoy the halftime production.
And take it away.
the upcoming NJROTC drill meet in Tacoma, final preparations and rehearsals were underway. But this time, something changed.
Back to the legs. March. Legs straight. March.
If you listen closely, you might have realized that was a drill being done in German.
Left leg hanger. March.
This event was led by Lino Kleppau, a German foreign exchange student who wanted to do the upcoming competition this weekend in a new and outstanding way. To show support, German students and NJROTC alike were invited to come down and watch. Though there were some minor stumbles, Lino and his squad put on a spectacular display and passed inspections with ease. Come out and support our Wolves in their competition at Clover Park High School, Saturday at 2.
I am your brother's father's dog's roommate.
That guy on the stage is our very own Mr. Yingling hosting the 1999 talent show. More than anyone, he understands the importance and opportunities the talent show gives the students at SK.
The talent show is a long tradition. I don't think a lot of people in 2014 understand. Some of our students, it might be the only time that they're able to get up on stage and show off their talent.
For Mr. Yingling, hosting the talent show was his own talent, and it has helped him realize his true passion.
It really gave me a platform to express myself and act like an idiot and get people to laugh at me, which has always been my passion in life.
But now back to the 2014 talent show. As the contestants prepare for the big night, the nerves and jitters start to build.
Sort of nervous, but more excited than anything.
I'm feeling pretty excited. Really, it's my first time doing this.
Music's been everything to me, and I feel like it's necessary to share a passion. There's a lot of amazing talent, and I'm super anxious to perform.
Most of the contestants feel confident in their performance and are expecting some positive reactions.
Might act surprised or maybe depressed. I'm not sure.
I just hope that people enjoy it, and they go out there and they hopefully applaud me, so that's my hopes.
Okay, and then why did you...
There's a quote that goes like this: all it takes for the bad side of humanity to triumph is for good men and women to do nothing. So the question that you should ask is, do you make this school a better place? Is this school safer? Are students emotionally and physically safer at this school because you are a student here?
Wait, did you see them? Probably not. Make it easier for drivers to spot you in the morning by wearing something bright. Like this. Makes you look brighter. So come on, get your clothes on.
OMG, he's so cute.
Hey, what's up? Talking to this really cute guy that added me on Facebook.
So wait, you actually don't know him?
No, but he's like really cute and sweet. And he wants to hang out today.
And welcome back to South Kitsap High School. We're in halftime of the South Kitsap Lady Wolves playing Stadium. They are have a dominating lead at this point, 24-8. We're just finishing up the halftime festivities back here in the gym. In my intrepid reporting skilled way, if that's actually a phrase, I think we have a cheerleader workshop presentation here. I would suspect that the South Kitsap High School cheerleaders have been working with these young cheerleaders, who I would suspect are from local elementary schools. So why don't we just enjoy this for a minute?
How about those Wolfettes? We've got a little bonus halftime show for you. Please welcome the South Kitsap High School dance team.
Well, welcome back to the game. We have the halftime just about wrapping up with the South Kitsap dance team performing. But South has had a dominating lead, leading 24-8 over the Stadium Tigers. Well, I'm Curtis Keat, junior video production student, and joining me is my teacher, Mr. Danham. So what have you noticed in this game so far?
Well, Curtis, it's a big height advantage for South, and I think you can't overlook that. The South team is much more physical. It's going to be a tough second half for the Stadium team. I think we should just enjoy the dance team here for just a minute until they're done. And there we go. Nice job, Lady Wolves.
Quick thing about the dance team actually started way late in the year, like a couple months late, because they didn't have a coach. So they've really risen out of the ashes, and I think they did a great job there. But we got about 2 minutes left until this second half starts.
So, Curtis, let's talk more about the school day today. They had a special assembly at South Kitsap High School today. It was brought here by a group called the Taproot Theater Traveling Company. Curtis, tell the nice people about it.
Well,
what did you think?
It was really cool. It was like a 5-man show, and it was just kind of talking about like cyberbullying and stuff like that. It reminded me a lot of a movie called Cyberbully, coincidence. But it was a great show. They were all great actors, and I think a lot of people kind of took away a lesson. It was a pretty respectful crowd, and they did a great job portraying their message.
I think it's pretty familiar to teenagers, this whole concept of cyberbullying. For people who might be a little older, or parents, it's just becoming really coming into sharp focus in recent years. Of course, bullying has been a problem for a long time, but cyberbullying and the various manifestations of bullying online, what it looks like, and what people can do about preventing it or how to be aware of it is probably the first step. But a very interesting assembly.
Absolutely. And well, the band just played the final countdown. As we mentioned several times in the first half, this is the last home game of the season. So therefore the last game at South for the 3 seniors we have. Again, Gabby Stewart, Alyssa Melendez, and Haley Odell, all on the starting roster. And they've all had outstanding seasons here at South. Got about 16 minutes left of it as we begin this second half. Stadium with the ball down 24-8. As we mentioned with the seniors, Gabby Stewart especially has been a real factor as far as points and leadership. She's one of the team captains, and she's just really moved this team through the season, and they have a chance to recover from last year and make it to the postseason. Pretty much if they win today, they are in at the number 3 spot. And we don't know if we have an update right now, but the men's team, if they win and Bellarmine loses, then the men's team are in the postseason. And last time we checked, it was second quarter, and they were up against Stadium. So clearly Stadium right now for both sides is a roadblock. And South, with the same strategy as last half, as you noticed, Mr. Downham, they playing that tight defense. And as we saw last half, and right now, height is a huge factor in South's favor.
Just a flashback to the first half there. The Stadium player tried to drive a bit closer, and South collapsed and got off with a steal.
And Alyssa Melendez with a 3-point, not quite there.
She was so far back that could have been a 4-point.
If that existed.
That was a joke, Curtis.
I really think the full court shot should be like 17 points. Especially if it's one-handed. But I don't think I've ever seen that at high school level. But. And that will be out of bounds on Stadium. Stadium really needs to make those long 3-point shots that they were making in the first half and their free throws, because they don't seem to be getting anything done in the 2-pointers and the layoffs, because South is just stuffing the heck out of them. Back to Kaylee Yurgo. And Stewart with a nice 2-point.
Little bank shot there.
Almost up to a 20-point lead now for South.
What do you think, Curtis? Was that supposed to be a bank?
Yes.
Okay, I'm with you.
And Mary Beth Bray with a nice stuff. Again, Stadium, not too much success in the first half with free throws. And already missing one. So 1 from 1 there by Shea Murray. And South using their height to their advantage. Stewart on the line. And
South continues to get a second shot, a third shot.
It looks like Stadium may have settled down a little bit and a little more used to South's strategy, but they still have quite a deficit to overcome. And Stewart again with another lay-in.
Nice play designed there to get Stewart loose under the basket. 28-9. South is just kind of methodically pulling away.
And Stewart, as she always does, playing with a fiery passion, not letting senior night get to her. Just trying to win this for her team. And Mary Beth Bray. Haven't seen a whole lot of shots out of Mary Beth Bray, but she is definitely a team player. Real key component to the offense of South. South as fired up as ever. And again.
And blocked again.
Kaylee Yurgo with another rebound. I do admire Stadium for trying to shoot over her, but it's a pretty difficult task.
Well, they're doing the right basketball thing. They're trying to get it on the inside, but they're just not getting their shots off. A for effort, C for execution.
And looks like that'll be Stadium ball. Or no, it's South ball. Oh. Stewart wide open, but to Haley Odell. Not quite there, but.
Well, they managed to prevent Gabby from cutting to the inside and getting another easy layup.
Yeah, I think they have realized that Gabby Stewart is a big player that they got to cover.
Realize that's a play that South will go to.
And Mary Beth. And to Stewart. Good effort by South. Takes some time off. I really think another factor that might play into this game is South's endurance.
Gabby Stewart going to wall. And she gets fouled.
But South, they have long practices, and from what I've noticed in many of their games, that they always seem to be able to push through, even in overtime. We'll see how Stadium can overcome this. Stadium only has 10 players, so not quite as many backups to work with. But players getting subbed in. Looks like we're getting Shannon Lapola and Brianna Schaefer back into the game.
Hey, there's somebody on the floor now that I actually know, and is one of our video students, Shannon Lapola.
Too bad she's not in the same period as me. But Shannon, fun fact about her, she's actually the only girl javelin thrower last season to make it to state as a sophomore.
Interesting fact. I did not know that.
Shames me to admit this, but she is a better thrower than I am.
No kidding.
And also a better baller. I probably couldn't make the girls' basketball team. So let's see what Shannon can do for this team today. Trying to get the steal from Mary Beth Bray. Mary Beth seems to be a really calm individual. Doesn't let the pressure get to her. She just finds out what to do and executes it. This whole team well coached by Mike Hewlett.
Woo! Gabby shoots a three.
That's not going to help in Stadium's favor. Sophomore Libby just right in the face and almost gets a steal.
Aggressive man-to-man defense here.
And again, South just not letting them get these lay-ins. Looks like Stewart might get fouled there.
Okay, so Curtis, here's a gender equity question. Now, when I played basketball, we always called it a man-to-man defense. Should this be called woman-to-woman?
I don't know.
You don't know? I've never heard. I need to watch a female basketball game on TV and see how they handle it. I have no clue.
I think it's cool to call it man-to-man. But if they review this tape and say otherwise, then
but yeah,
we'll
I'm
know.
sure we'll hear.
So number 30, Vanessa Higgins, freshman of their second attempt. Unlike South, next year Stadium's team looks like it'll be completely different because South only has a couple of seniors, quite a few juniors and sophomores.
I tell you, I got to hand it to Stadium. They are still hustling. They are still pressing, trying to push South, but they're just not quite up to the task.
I feel like they've definitely improved from last half, but there's still a huge deficit.
They're really showing they got game, but
not making it easy, that's for sure.
And Stadium has broken through into the double digit. 32-11.
Still a 21-point game in South's favor. Less than 2 minutes in the third quarter. And I don't think I noticed it, but looks like South subbed in junior McKenna Mallory. She's on the court.
Looks like they're, as a senior, trying to give Gabby plenty of game time here in her last appearance on this court.
Yeah, I don't think all three of these seniors are regular starters, but in honor of senior night, they had their big chance. And Libby with the, oh,
she is a hustler. Libby is a sophomore.
5'2" sophomore.
She is aggressive.
She's very speedy and has good ball control. If she gets a wide open court, she does have a potential to.
And there Gabby takes a seat. I doubt if we'll see her again. So here in the South Kitsap gym, I'm guessing she has called it a career.
Well, we'll see what Stadium can do in the fourth quarter. But there is quite a lot of talent both on this team and on the JV squad that could definitely come to this team next year and make it good, if not better than it is. I've had the chance really to watch this team develop. Last year it was practically the same team, and they didn't quite make the playoffs. Now this year they're trying to and hope that they get the playoffs. They have to win today in order to ensure that. But they've just really come together as a team. This Libby is fouled again.
Stadium player hits the floor hard. I think that was traveling.
Fortunately this year, Stadium not really in the playoff picture, but with a young team, they do have the chance to develop. And it seems every year there's always a different team that dominates. This year it's Bellarmine. Who knows, maybe next year it could be South or it could be Stadium. And looks like they have the men's basketball standings. Men dominating Stadium right now, 51-33 in the third quarter. Now, if the men win tonight and the men of Bellarmine lose, then the men are in the postseason. So we could have two teams representing in the postseason.
And I'm going out on a limb here, Curtis, but I believe South does have a chance of hosting a district playoff game here at South next week. So stay tuned for that. Check out the Kitsap Sun.
It is a little likely, but we will see.
I'm sure John Callahan would love to have one more game in this gym. One more game to coach his son, Riley.
It was a little disappointing how last season we were one win away from getting to the state title.
State tournament, wasn't it? State tournament?
No, we were third in state.
Oh, were we? Last year?
Yes.
I missed that. I must have slept through it.
Well, I really feel like the men actually got a little better. They just had a more competitive division this year. But I really hope for the best for that team, that everything ends up all right.
Well, on the men's side, and I haven't watched it, followed it that closely, but early in the season, I know the boys were doing really well. Hopes were high, but then about mid-season, they went on a losing streak, but they weren't losing by much. It just seemed like things weren't bouncing quite their way. But in recent games, they've really picked it up, and so we've got high hopes for them.
Yeah, we video production did stream their game versus CK as the third quarter comes to an end. South with a 20-point lead over Stadium with 1 quarter left. It is senior night. Again, for the three seniors, Gabby Stewart, Alyssa Melendez, and Haley Odell, possibly the last time ever on the SK court. And our wonderful SK band playing us some Lady Gaga.
Let's just listen into the band for a minute during the quarter change.
This is it.
Such a pleasure to have the high school band here under the direction of Gary Grams. They just bring excitement wherever they go.
Last quarter in the Lady Wolves game against Stadium. Possibly the last game that we will stream this year. Possibly the last time that the three seniors will play at home. And Stadium Tigers not going down without a fight. Alyssa Melendez to Libby Orgonia. Almost a three-pointer. And now the Brianna Schaefer. A nice recovery by Libby. Looks like Stadium's more adjusted to the strategy. A nice steal, stuffed by number 5, Jordan Saley. But right back to Alyssa Melendez. And looks like
things are going to pick up here. Maybe we have some of the backup players on the court, and things are starting to pick up speed and a little more chaos on the court.
Kayla Yurgo back in to replace her fellow tall person, Brianna Schaefer. But Stadium really trying to overcome the odds here. A 20-point deficit, less than 7 minutes left. And team captain Gabby Stewart's coming back in.
I was pretty much wrong. I thought Gabby had probably sit for the remainder of the game, but I was wrong.
Pretty sure she wants to keep the domination. I asked her what her prediction was the score, and she said 500-0. I don't think that could happen, but she could definitely ensure that it is a domination. Back to Alana Lund. Looks like, and three-point attempt by Gabby Stewart. Losing her feeling a little bit. And Stadium still not there. And Kayla Yurgo just steals it away.
Stadium gets a rare second shot, but can't quite put it away.
A little miscommunication with Yurgo and Lapola.
And the ball is out of bounds to Anthony Asuelo. Over there shooting pictures for the yearbook, I believe.
Maybe he got a lucky air shot of the ball. But Stadium with a lucky break, getting the ball right back. And looks like that'll be traveling on number 20, Ruby Gellner. It's a little unfortunate for Stadium that things are going so badly, but South is just a smarter, stronger, faster team than they are.
Well, I think if you look at the season record for Stadium, it's been a long, pretty rough season. One of those seasons that one would say it has to be a character builder for them.
And
but you got to hand it to them. They continue to play hard.
South is definitely taking them seriously, as they do with every team. Alyssa Melendez with a shot, and Haley Odell almost get the recovery shot. But back to Jordan Saley. And a three-point attempt, not quite there.
Ooh.
And just chaos happening all over the place. Stadium scrambling to claw out with a nice fight. Because Tigers claw. See what I did there?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, you missed my joke.
Try it again.
The Tigers are trying to claw their way out.
Tigers are trying to claw them. Okay. I'll go with that. Big substitution for Stadium.
But if you didn't catch the beginning of the game, it was pretty cool what they did for the 3 seniors. They had recognitions for their family, flowers, and if you didn't see the programs on here, they have little bios on them telling about their favorite memories and where they're going to go to school and major in and stuff. And these 3 ladies, the Gabby Stewart, Alyssa Melendez, and Haley Odell, all have pretty bright futures ahead of them. Back to Haley Odell and Gabby Stewart.
Oh.
Looks like.
Seemed like a needless foul, but.
I'm sure South realizes that the victory is pretty likely for them, but they do need to stay focused to try to make this end quickly.
Yeah, I think you would call that just a little bit of a sloppy foul, but what the heck. They had one to give up.
Alon playing some aggressive in-your-face D. And South just not letting them get more on the board. I believe Stadium in the second half has only scored 4 points. Pretty impressive display by South.
Good math skills, Curtis.
But still, I'm also impressed by Stadium. I mean, only 33 points. That's not bad at all.
They definitely have done a good job on defense.
South has maybe gotten a little sloppy on their offense this half, but I think they're just trying to ensure that Stadium doesn't score anymore. And with only 4 points in the half, that's I'd call that a success. Okay, the Urgo with a lay-in.
Nice job. Possible three-point play. Throughout this game, South has impressed me with how they move the ball around. Crisp passing.
Just
getting the ball
teamwork.
inside.
I think his team has incredible chemistry with each other. Just trusting each other with the pass plays.
I see Haley Romo has come on the court. Has she played very much this evening, Curtis? Have I missed her on the court?
Not a whole lot this evening, but she was a big starter throughout this season and last season. She just hasn't got much chance to debut the senior night, but she's an incredible player and only a junior still got next year to possibly be a team captain. As Romo passes it off. Gabby Stewart trying to lead her off, and Tigers trying to keep as much time as possible, but the Wolves are just trying to end this quickly. And good defense by the Tigers. But looks like Haley Odell will get a chance to get on the free throw line. Makes one. Well, we've been informed that we've lost the boys' feed of the game, but apparently they are still ahead by a lot. So the basic hope is that Bellarmine will lose their game so the boys can get into the postseason. And the girls just trying to maintain their lead. Stadium coming out with a huge fury. But back to Kaylee Urgo. And as I've been watching Haley Odell tonight, I haven't seen a whole lot of her this season. I think she's been kind of an overlooked player, and she's really been impressing me tonight, as of the rest of the seniors. They are definitely making their team proud and their fans proud tonight. And as Steve, the floor announcer, announced, Haley Parker Jr. is in the team. This is her first year in varsity, but I think she definitely also has potential as a team captain next year.
So Curtis, as we're in the winding down minutes of this game, South has a dominant lead. Maybe a couple of things I'd like to pass along to our audience about something I do know about, and that's the video production program here at South Kitsap High School. During the course of this school year, we've probably produced 15 to 20 sporting events that have been streamed live on the internet or shown live on SKTV and then replayed countless times. And that's all made possible by the Career and Technical Education program here at South Kitsap School District.
And South just added to the fire. Gabby Stewart with a lay-in. But as you were saying?
Well, I just wanted to give the people who are listening a little bit of background about who's bringing these programs to you. The video production program at the high school here, this semester we have 139 students who are enrolled in the video program. And it's our advanced video students who do these kinds of events, and we have about 45 of our advanced students. So it's our pleasure to be able to do it, and it's a great learning experience for the students. Our friend Curtis here. Curtis, what's your career pathway? Where do you think you're going to go post high school?
I know I want to major in both video and music. I'm pretty well-rounded in both video and music, so I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. I kind of just want to experience it all, you know.
So it's a great opportunity for students to get some real-life on-the-job training or experience and find out if they really have the interest and passion for this kind of field. We have a lot of students who are over at Wazoo who are entering the broadcasting field, have a lot of graduates who are working in media-related careers. So it's just one of a number of programs here at South Kitsap High School and in the South Kitsap School District that give students an opportunity to experience real career experiences. So we appreciate you watching our programming, and let us know if you have any comments or anything you'd like to share with us.
Yes, I absolutely love this program as this game wraps up. I get to anchor the morning news show a lot. That's one of my big passions, as well as making videos. And you've been a great teacher to me, Mr. Downham.
Well, thanks, Curtis. Curtis is an excellent reporter, too. (41-14), pretty dominant score here this evening. Not a lot of on the edge of your seat excitement, but it's a great way for the senior Lady Wolves to finish up their career here at the high school. And now they'll pull Gabby out for good.
Gabby's just an outstanding player. She's amazing to watch. As are the rest of these players, though, but I think Gabby's just a real standout because of both her personality and leadership. She'll definitely be missed after this season. But it looks like South is going to ensure their third place spot in the Narrows League heading into the postseason. Nice recovery from Haley Roma and stolen. And I guess as soon as this game's over, I have to get ready for football announcing next year.
Well, I hope, Curtis, I really hope that the boys have a home playoff game next week, and you'll get one more shot if you're available.
I do love announcing for the boys. Always exciting. In Stadium, they've got a lay-in with 35 seconds left. Real impressive rally by them. Again, not going down without a fight. South just going to try to run as much time off as they can. I think about 18 seconds left, 15 on the shot clock. Mary Beth Bray with another shot. Well, I'm sure this will be the icing on the cake for the week for these basketball players. And that will do it. SK wins 42-16 over the Tigers, clinching the third place spot in the Narrows League. So we want to thank you all for joining us for South Kitsap High School Lady Wolves basketball game. We'd also like to thank the students of video production, like myself, who have made this television possible. Got anything left to say, Mr. Downham?
No, I don't. Thanks, Curtis. It's been fun, and thanks for letting me set in. I don't know a whole lot of basketball, but it was fun to watch the game with you and make a few wise comments as we went along.
All right, well, good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.